Well, video games get more advanced every day. An old favorite is making a big comeback. It is pinball, and two longtime fans are taking advantage of the revival with a new place for everyone to play. And our own pinball wizard, Roger Clark, paid a visit.
It's the unmistakable sound of balls hitting bumpers, points piling up, the noise exuding from a place where pinball is king.
It's like mixing like old school with like new computer games kind of mix, so you feel like everybody can be part of it.
I mean, there's an actual metal ball, and you're actually hitting it.
Modern Pinball NYC opened 2.5 months ago, the brainchild of Steve Zahler and Steve Epstein, pinball players who met at a tournament a few years back. They've latched on to what seems to be the recent resurgence of pinball, opening this interactive showroom where you could buy a machine, but also play the games until your fingers just can't take it anymore. In Epstein's case, it was a return to the business. His family owned an arcade near Times Square for years.
The whole idea that pinball was coming back in New York City was on my radar, and I felt it was time to reopen and come back really strong.
Pinball was actually illegal in the city for years until 1976. It went underground again as video games started popping up in places where pinball machines traditionally held court. And maintaining video games was a lot less expensive.
Pinball, I believe, was taken away from the people, and I think, when people come here and they, start playing and see how much fun they are and kind of reconnect with their past, they get addicted, and there's no pulling them away from that machine.
I always thought of myself as a pretty good pinball player, but use a little body English, try not to tilt, but you can always use some help. In fact, here at Modern Pinball NYC, they're actually going to have pinball classes.
But most of all, Zahler and Epstein want folks to have some fun playing the game they fell in love with.
Here I play about an hour a day, so there's a real reason to come back and do this.
If you would like to come back to pinball here too, head to modernpinballnyc.com for hours and rates. In Manhattan, Roger Clark, New York 1.